Shortly after Louisiana Purchase, the area around Lafayette Square became the English answer to the French Quarter, Jackson Square. And so buildings were sprung up in this area to serve the English population of the city. And that included the church. The Irish Catholics began asking the Archbishop for a church where God spoke English. And he agreed, and St. Patrick's was begun in the 1830s. The first church was built on the site. It was a small wooden church that quickly became too small, and so a larger church was begun in 1838, literally built around the existing church until it was dismantled piece by piece and brought out to the outside. The church has a bell tower that rises 185 feet, the equivalent of an 18-story building that had to be saved by the architect James Gallier, who built these iron columns to help keep it from falling over because the original construction didn't quite suffice. The church is the oldest church outside the French Quarter in the city, and sometimes serves as the cathedral when St. Louis Cathedral is out of commission. So one possible element of the architecture that you can see as a result of that is the fact that the pulpit is on the far side of the church, on the right-hand side if you're facing the altar, leaving room for the cathedra, the bishop's chair, on this side, which you often won't see. In other churches, the pulpit will be over on the left side of the church. In 1851, the archbishop received the pallium. The first archbishop of New Orleans received a piece of lamb's wool that rests on the necks of archbishops here in St. Patrick's Church because the cathedral was out of commission. After Reconstruction, Father Mullen was the pastor of St. Patrick's. This is during Reconstruction. And one of the Union generals came to Father Mullen and asked him if he would be willing to bury some of the Union soldiers who had died while occupying New Orleans. And Father Mullen was a feisty priest and said, "Sir, I would be happy to bury all of your troops." St. Patrick's is also known for being the first church in New Orleans to receive air conditioning in 1952, which significantly boosted attendance to 2,400 people that weekend and thereafter. It fell on hard times, and then Archbishop Hannon, along with Monsignor Reynolds, the former pastor of this beautiful parish, embarked on a campaign to restore the church and revive it. It's now a thriving parish in the central business district, so during the week it draws a lot of the business people to come here for Mass, and on the weekends is the home for the Latin Mass, the extraordinary form of the Roman Rite celebrated here at St. Patrick's. So Archbishop Hannon joked at one point, not only did the people get a church where God speaks English, but they also got a church where God remembers his Latin. So this is the beautiful and historic St. Patrick's Church.